My name is Maliha and I got 10 grade 9s in my GCSEs, including in GCSE Chemistry, and today I'm going to give you my advice on how you can try and maximise your grade with paper 1 around the corner. Before your chemistry papers, you need to make sure that every single bit of content is into your head as much as possible. So what you can do is you can binge watch the free science lessons playlist for chemistry at 1.5 or 2 times speed. And I say to speed it up because it will increase the efficiency of you getting through the content. And you can also try watching the binge revision videos on science and maths by Primrose Kitten. And by watching those videos, you're going to be able to quickly identify where the gaps in your knowledge are, so then you can go fill them in if necessary, because you need to make sure every bit of content within chemistry is solid. There are a lot of concepts within chemistry that kind of repeat themselves. For example, with the properties of atoms and elements related to their melting and boiling points and their reactivity, you have things like atomic radius, electron shielding, electrostatic forces of attraction, those kind of things. So you need to basically get those concepts into your head, understand them fully, because they do end up repeating themselves a lot in different formats within the questions within chemistry. If you can get those basics into your head, a lot of chemistry becomes easier because you're able to understand those concepts, therefore you're able to answer the questions that relate to them, and there are a lot of questions that relate to them. Quantitative chemistry in particular is one that has some repeating concepts that build up most of the questions, and quantitative chemistry is probably one of the hardest topics within paper 1 that a lot of students struggle with. I also struggled with it the most, but since I went into A-level chemistry, and A-level chemistry is literally almost entirely based on quantitative chemistry and the mole, because I was practicing it so much in A-level chemistry, I became better and better into it until I got to a point where I was fully competent at it. So the only real foolproof way of getting good at these sorts of questions is to practice relentlessly. I've linked a PDF in the description that has a bunch of questions on the amount of substance and quantitative chemistry for you guys to practice. So I highly recommend before your paper 1, just practice quantitative chemistry, practice those questions in that PDF as much as you can to get that practice in, so you understand the concepts and the mechanism behind it. You therefore become competent at all questions related to it. Similarly, if you feel like you're already good at quantitative chemistry but you're struggling with other topics, just go on physics and maths tutor and then go on revision, choose your exam board, and there's a bunch of question papers related to specific topics within chemistry that you can practice with. Relentless practice is the main way that you can get good at chemistry, or really any subject. Okay, so now for the usual exam technique advice, but this is just a reminder because you need to make sure that you're following these tips. If you're struggling with a question, skip it, move on to the next one. Don't spend too long on a question. You need to be able to recognize when you're spending too long and just move on if necessary. And then at the end, when you're coming back to all the questions, if you're still struggling with it and you still don't understand it, don't leave it blank, just put something down, because chances are you could get method marks, or you could get a mark for just putting something right, like a keyword or something, as opposed to putting nothing where you're guaranteed to get no marks. In chemistry, within all sciences really, it's very, very difficult to get full marks. All you can do is try and pick up as many marks as possible. You're definitely going to be losing marks everywhere if you're leaving questions blank, so don't leave any question blank, just put something. With the molar calculations and stuff, make sure you're checking the units, so decimeters, centimeters. It's very easy to miss that and then lose marks because you haven't converted it properly. Just a reminder, with physics paper 1 around the corner, you can have access to a free 90-minute masterclass with a head of physics and former AQA examiner, where he goes through things like past paper walkthroughs, proven techniques to maximize your marks, and it's completely free. There's absolutely nothing to lose. All you need to do to get the link to the masterclass sent to you is to go to the description of this video, click on the link that I left in there. It'll take you to a page you just have to fill out a really quick form. It's literally 3 questions long, and the link will be sent to you automatically. And yeah, that's all my advice. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, or you can email me. My email is in my channel bio. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be uploading more videos like this on last minute advice for different exams in the upcoming weeks. So subscribe if you don't want to miss out. Good luck with your exams, you got this, and yeah, bye guys.